Hey everyone. I haven't done a video in a while, and I had somebody whose channel I subscribe to and they subscribe to mine, doing RC, reach out to me and just ask me how I was doing, which I thought was really kind. So it made me think about this. I bought this about a week ago, and I didn't do an unboxing because I was just getting a little tired of doing videos. And what am I going to show you in an unboxing? The box it came in, who gives a shit? Two, it comes with a transmitter, no shit. Doesn't come with a battery though, or a charger. And that's pretty much it in the box, and a manual that I haven't even looked at. So, but this gentleman, like I said, doing RC, was nice enough to reach out. And then I thought, well, you know what? I've done some stuff to this, or I'm doing some stuff to it. Just cosmetic, mainly. So I figured I'll do a little video on it. Kind of gave me a bit of motivation. So this, as everyone might know, is the TRX4 Sport High Trail from Traxxas. I was I can't get the LC80 from FMS. They won't ship to Canada. So, I've been looking around at just some 110 scale stuff, and I haven't bought anything in months. And I was looking at this one, and some of the things I like about it, which I will tell you, is the basicness, I guess, if that's a proper way to say it, of this TRX4. Now, the TRX4, the F-150 I have, has locking and unlocking diffs, two-speed, bunch of other stuff, and I don't use the diff. My diffs are locked all the time, and I generally have it in first gear or the low speed for what I'm doing with it. I find that the second speed is too fast. If you want to do some burnouts and stuff and do some slow mo stuff, it's cool for that. But outside of that, I've never used it. So I thought this is a good match for me. So I'm watching videos, and I'm looking, and my wife happens to walk in the room last week, and I had a video of this up, and all she says is, "Now that's a cool truck." So of course I paused the video. I'm like, "Yeah, you really like it?" I was kind of looking at them. She goes, "Why don't you get one?" So of course, within minutes, I was on my phone checking my local hobby shop in 20 minutes away from where I live. They had this guy in stock. It was 5:30, 15, 20-minute drive. They close at 6. I was never in my car so fast. Not that she would have changed her mind, but it was just, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I told myself, I'm going to leave the stock rims on it. Yep, I'm not going to spend money on new rims. I'm going to leave the stock rims on. Well, that's kind of a bunch of bullshit. So, anyways, I get it. I get it home. I like it. The wheels started to bother me. And here's a picture of, I'll put up a picture right now as to what this thing looks like stock with the wheels. And these are glued on wheels. And at first, because this comes in a blue, so the blue will have a blue ring around the rim here. And there was one that was like a limited time, but I think you can get them now. It's a gray one with some like lime green or fluorescent green highlights. And uh, this piece around the rim would be, it's a fake beadlock, would be green. So at first I didn't mind it. And I only had it a week. I haven't even had it out on the trail yet. I just had it in the house here. But the more I looked at it, the more these looked toyish. Too toyish to me. So I went on Amazon and I got myself some Endura 2.2 inch, because this is the high trail. So it's got the lift kit from the factory on it, and it's got these big tires. These are about 5.3 inch. Oh, it says right there, yeah, 5.3 inch by 2.2. So I was looking around for some beadlock rims, and I got these guys, which Fantastic. Nice and heavy. I did not put brass rings inside, and I will show you guys why. I just need to get something. Okay, so I'm going to take the wheel off. I'm going to show you some of the stuff I've done to this. So the one is the wheels. So I took a heat gun and basically kind of slowly went round and round and round, and I was able to pull these off. There was some residual glue that I looked up, and you can't use glue gun on rubber apparently. I tried nail polish remover. I tried alcohol. I know you can soak them in acetone, and I just didn't want to do that. But you notice when I put these on, the lip of the rim covered up any glue. So I'm good. And I like these tires. I was trying to find some good tires, but it's hard to find a 5.5 inch by the 2.5. There's a lot of 1.9 out there, but nothing. And I thought it would look too small on the truck. I know some people change them out, but my liking is I thought it was too small. So what I've got on order, but let me show you what I did, and I'll tell you what I've got on order. I've got some axle stub extenders coming for this because here, I'm going to take the body off. It's got the clips under there to get the body right off. There is no, just like the other Traxxas, the lights don't come with it, but it's got buckets in there if you want to throw some lights in. I'm not going to get the Traxxas light kit. I got it for my F-150, and I don't know. It's expensive. And so I thought what I would do is I'm going to open this up, and I think there's some channels open. I just might run some lights myself into there, and then the lights will just be on all the time. Okay. So first of all, here's your 550 21T motor, single speed. Now it's got your 5 different settings on this easy set. So it's what, yeah, 5 settings, 1 to 5. One is like called sport or something like that. One is for training. One's crawling, which will give you about, I'm guessing now because I can't remember, but it gives you a bit of drag brake. So I think it's either 50 or 75% drag brake, and the full crawl mode gives you 100% drag brake. It's got the nice stock Traxxas oil shocks. I haven't looked as far as the oil in these yet, but they're working just fine. I've got some 50 weight in my F-150, and I think it's too much. So I might put some, I don't know, some 25 or 30 in these when I do get to that. But if you'll notice inside, again, nice and clean. It doesn't have the extra servos for the gears, for the differentials and everything, because they are fully locked. It doesn't come with a battery. So I've got the battery and the charger for my F-150, but I've also got some other batteries that I can use on this. So if I want to go for a longer run. So what I did was I got these XT60s plugs. So it's got the male and female on there. So I'm going to swap this out. And then I'll also get my Traxxas battery and take this Traxxas connector off. And then I can use a bunch of different batteries on here. So that's it up there. So underneath, you'll notice I've got some brass. I think these are about, oh, I can tell you, it says right on it. So they're hot racing. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's 76 grams. So these I had originally purchased for my TRX4, the F-150. That was like my second RC, and I knew nothing about RCs. I just, here, you want to put weight, you want to put weight. So I bought these. The thing is the little hex that you get, the stock one, is too small. So when you put the tires on, this is grinding against the back of the wheel. So I thought these were wrong because I didn't know anything about hexes at the time, or the, brass or the extenders, any of that stuff. So what I did was I put these on. It only takes 2 screws at the top there of your portal axle. And also, if you can see these, I got some plus 5 millimeter hex extenders. Problem is, when you put the tire on, it gives you very little for the nut to catch. So what I've done is I've got some, um, they're called hub stub, something like that, stub extender. I'll put links to everything on this. So these are brass. These will add a little bit of weight, but I figured the weight down low would be nice because being the high trail, this thing is top heavy. Again, I'm not crawling the crap out of it. It's not meant to be this amazing crawler. It's a trail truck that can crawl up some stuff. So this is what I've done. So I've got these on all four. Um, I wasn't a big fan of these plastic covers being red like this, but what I've done is, and it's all metal gears, by the way, bearings. So what I've done though is I've got it's like a skid plate set that I actually got I think it's in Jora. Yeah, I got it off of Amazon, and it gives you the diff protector, and it also gives you. Sorry, that one looks a little loose. So you have a diff protector on both ends. You'll have a bumper thing that comes down, and you'll have a skid plate for this. It just prevents these from getting marked up, and I'll be honest with you, I think it looks pretty cool. So that's it. So again, with this, you got your inner fenders and your little sideboards here, and that's all I've done to it as far as putting some weight on it. Because I'm thinking um, these on all four corners at 76 grams a piece, plus these new rims are heavier than the plastic ones. I didn't weigh them, to be honest with you. Uh, just know if you do get these, there are a lot of screws. There's 6 there that hold the hub on the back. There are 6 that you can see in there that hold this ring. And there's also a ring to hold on to this. So there's 6 smaller little screws under there. So you got 24 screws on, no, 18 screws on this thing on each one to put in. So it takes a bit of time, but you know what? I like the look of these rims. You can get them in different colors, but I think they were, I don't know, 75 bucks, I think, Canadian for these. So pretty happy with it. And again, the tires, I don't mind these Canyon Trails. I like the way they look. I like the look of the tread. Um, for what I need, they're squishy enough. They got a pretty, like a medium foam in there. So they're squishy enough for me. I don't need much more on this. And then, let me tell you what else I'm doing to it. And it's really just, so I'm just going to put the wheel on here real quick to get it on. And again, it's a one turn and it's tight on those. So um, these, so the 5 millimeter hub extenders allow me to move the tire out so that this thing, the brass piece, isn't rubbing on the inside. So it also gives you a bit of a wider stance, 5 millimeters on each side. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when I put the first 2 tires on and I look at the back, yeah, it's going to help a little bit with some side hilling, I guess. I don't know. And then what I did on here, the bottom, this if I can. You know what? It's probably better if I don't have it on. So little stuff. I just took a chrome marker and did the lids on stuff. This did a pretty crappy job on it. My hands aren't as steady as they used to be. But I painted up the fire extinguisher well. It was all red. It comes with the sandboards and the 2 little gas tanks there and this. It also comes with a set. There's a shovel and an axe that go on the inside here, but they're totally gray. I tried to paint mine up. It wasn't looking good, so I've got another axe and shovel on order, and I think I'm going to mount them on the outside here on either side. As many of you know, I've got a thing about antennas. I mounted a little antenna. It went right through the body there, and I was going to put it on the bumper, but I didn't feel like drilling through the bumpers and trying to mess with that. I did that on my Red Cat. And because the bumpers have support on the inside, it's hard to get a little screw in there and get this thing on. And so I shortened it a bit and threw it on the top here. I'm gonna get this body. There we go. Back on, and then I put a trailer hitch on. This is also from Amazon. I was gonna get the plain one that just came out, but I like this one with the little a little grabber thing on top, whatever you want to call it. And then it comes with red plastic little D-rings here. So I got the aluminum steel looking ones from Amazon as well. I think between this, it's the little things, right? That painting up the little extras there and putting on these wheels, it makes it look less toyish because it's a nice looking truck. But man, those wheels again, just looks like a toy for some reason. They just look, and a lot of them do that, right? Even FMS does it. You get the plain black wheel on some of these things, and once you swap them out, I swapped them out, and I had this in here, and my wife happened to walk in the other day, and she walks out, and she just goes, "Those rims look killer on that truck." So, right, and it's got obviously it comes with your snorkel. It's got a fake winch on the front, but it's got that nice little silver piece there. I think there's options to change that out online and things like that. The roof rack, I've ordered some like 110 scale bags and some cases. I think I'm just going to throw a couple things up here to, I know it's not going to do much for weight. I know people talk about taking this stuff off, but the weight of these little accessories is negligible. And I bought this because I like the roof rack on it. I like the sport version of this very much. And I like the simplicity of it. Again, single gear. Um, diffs are locked all the time. So basically, my F-150 has a lot of stuff on it that I rarely use. And same with the different speeds. I generally go between the different settings between 4 and 5, which is your trail, which gives you a bit of brake. Or if I'm actually going to try to crawl some stuff, then I'll put it on 5 and do the 0 or 100% drag brake, I should say. But generally, I'm on number 4 setting, diffs on. So this thing is perfect for me. I love the red. I don't know, it looks pretty good on the camera. The videos I saw, it looked more red than it does. It's got a nice, like candy apple, darker. It's got a nice sparkle in the paint. So it's a beautiful looking truck. I think I'm going to take some of my LED lights I bought. I'll rig up my own and stick them in. So I'll just have lights on. I don't need turn signals. I don't need brake lights. I just think it looks cool if you have some lights. They do have some light bars that you can get for them. I might throw a light bar on because if I do go out at night, then it's a nice option to have, and it looks cool. But that's it. Comes with all your stickers on it. These guys, the gas tank, the handles, the back here. If you do get a set of stickers that all say Traxxas on them, this one here on the front, you can see that. That one comes already affixed. There you go. That one there. That's already on. And then same with these on the hood. So you take it out of the box and it is, ready to run. That's it. So hope you like it. I'm gonna have some run video. I'm just waiting to get the stub little axle extenders there so these wheels can go on properly. I'm gonna put my little accessories on. I'm gonna swap out this, and then I'll get some run video on it. That's it. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll talk soon. Thanks.